On the run, it's Foster.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Open man, here's Foster. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
On the ground, this is Kamara. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
He's taken down at the 30.
These two teams all tied after one.
End of the first quarter with the score tied 7-7.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for him. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 2nd down, Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. But it's going to be second down. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. A very quick pass to Ridley. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll try and run for it with Foster. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and goal, Foster, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 6-yard touchdown run, and the Seahawks have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is. Signal for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. A shotgun handoff now, Foster. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
36. He's coming. Double up.
Out of the gun, they hand to Foster. And a short gain here down to the 22. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Arian Foster. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
big runs against these Seahawks. It's Bo Jackson. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They run again with Jackson. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards. On 1st down, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The career leader in field goals made knocks that one through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Isaiah Simmons in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now Jackson, and the pressure gets to him again. Isaiah Simmons able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet. They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they can open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On second down now, it's Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Marino here from the gun. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Marino sets up. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. The Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott picks it. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. A first carry for the legend. It's Bo Jackson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. To try again after the sack. Marino. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ted Hendricks making his presence felt. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Marino operating with 3rd and long. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Indeed, they're going for it with Marino. That one complete to Hill. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. From midfield now, Marino. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. Again, it's Marino. The left side caught by Diggs. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They run. Robinson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll move the chains. Marino will look to throw on first. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown, Packers. James Robinson, 39 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting...
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. J.J. Watt in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there. Mike Evans, he's going to go. 30, the 20, 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Mike Evans, 89 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. Past the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Jackson on 1st down. Airing this one out for Evans. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
And going deep for him. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Marino, and he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This will be a 34-yard attempt. The Hall of Famer's kick is good. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They start the second half with Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now it's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. In for the sack, Deion Jones. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
That throw by Marino incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Here's Marino. And the Niners get there and bring him down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. Down right around the 25. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. This will be caught inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. It's up and good to make it 21-17. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rod Woodson.
Brandon, I'm not sure I've seen a better all-around athlete than Rod Woodson. I mean, he was at Purdue at the same time I was at Tennessee, and he was obviously way better than me. His last game at Purdue, the coach let him play both ways. He played 137 plays that day, returned punts, kickoffs, had 10 tackles on defense with a pass broken up and a forced fumble, and 236 all-purpose yards on offense, and they kept the old Oaken bucket by beating Indiana in that game.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
And Marino cannot get away. He goes down. The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks, his 2nd sack of the night. They go play action now. Marino. Oh, now Marino here throwing another interception. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Alvin Kamara. And how about this? An onside kick to start the game. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, we thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting. An onside kick to start this thing. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, there's 2 sides to every coin. You come on the road, you get the onside kick to start the game. What a boost, but you don't get it. And now your back's against the wall a little bit.
You're exactly right. You nailed it perfectly. And so many ways to go at it when you're on the road. You think to yourself, well, if we start on defense, we blitz them early, try and create a big play. If we start on offense, we throw the big pass downfield. In this case, they said, forget all of that. Let's do it on special teams and try and catch them off guard with an onside kick unsuccessfully.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And some room to work. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 19 yards away. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. So the 3-time Pro Bowler Javon Curse with a tackle there.
And you get selected for that game because you are a consistently dominant performer. And that's what he is. They always think about him being a pass rusher, but he can play the run as well. A guy that you just have to game plan for every week.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. And that'll be complete to Dillon. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Now Cunningham. That's caught by his running back, Dillon. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Toss play to Jackson. call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
On second down, here's Cunningham. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And McCoy is going to be stopped up short. He didn't get it. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Here's Cunningham. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Isaiah Simmons. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 31 yards there, the first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happened?
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Tyreek Hill, 49 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around? Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. And he fires Here's one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. It's North versus South in the state of California. We're underway between the Niners and Chargers.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Herbert on 1st down now.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Herbert throwing again. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Again, Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
That'll be taken about a yard deep.
Oh, good return up past the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Mike Evans, 66 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because...
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 24 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Patrick Willis. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Going to let this thing go deep for Gates. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Rod Woodson with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14. Chargers 7.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson airing this one out for Evans. This is caught inside the 15. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Mike Evans. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Javon Curse able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Flush to his right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. They'll start here with Jackson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Herbert off of play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They're going for it. Here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Deion Sanders. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Down left side on the swing pass. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Herbert now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Through an opening, and there he goes. And touchdown. John Smith, 55 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. That's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. They're going to incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 12 on 4th and 10, just enough for the conversion. And defensively, an opportunity slips away. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Jackson now, airing this one out for Evans. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the 6-time Pro Bowler Eric Allen. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They run on first down with Jackson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Herbert. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Alvin Kamara, 82 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Third and long, it's Herbert. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks, coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. And they are going for it. Herbert now. He's going to look deep down the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Swings it for the pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react it.
That's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Tyreek Hill, 39 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And it's caught on the right side at Smith. 7 yards the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Escaping the pressure right. Nice work at the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On first down, Justin Herbert flushed out right. That's caught. Touchdown. Randy Moss as the first half is winding down. And his guys are going to retake the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Jackson on first down. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson airing this one out for Evans. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. We do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll run here with Bowe. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't it? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him. It should open up things for you.
That's caught by Waller out left side. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Kamara with a run on first down, but he's fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage there. No gain.
Throwing on second down. Jackson airing this one out for Evans. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On third down, Jackson. And they run past midfield just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 18 yards, first down Niners. Now it's Jackson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Touchdown, 49ers. DK Metcalf, 41 yards. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to take off with it. 20! And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Randy Moss. His 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys are able to regain the lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Darren Waller, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Now Kamara. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And the carry on 1st down by Mostert, going to wind up losing yardage there as he stopped for officially a loss of 2. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. It's caught by Mike Evans. The 20, 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Mike Evans. 65 yards. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And that will make this a 4-point game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Throwing again. Herbert. Flush to his right. On Herbert, his third interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down. Now it's Jackson. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And across the track into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And he's got it up and through. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Herbert. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. And a huge play that time. 58 yards. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Isaiah Simmons in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, that's just...
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Now he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Here's Jackson. He releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The one with the dive look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punter Cook, who sends it away. Fielded just inside the 30. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now Herbert. Escaping the pressure. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. And open, it's Moss complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Play action. It's Herbert. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it up. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments there.